Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. This past week I was in Texas hunting with my buddies from Meat. Their website is meatyourmaker.com. They make a bunch of meat processing equipment, from grinders to stuff you need from sausage to vacuum sealers, everything. And the whole point of the week rather, was go out in the field, catch some critters, and then process them and then eat them. I had an absolute blast. For this video, I'm going to show you some of the stuff we had going on. I'm going to show you the hunt. This is one of those catch, clean, cook videos. We're going to get the hog. I went out and got my hog. Then we came back to the skinning shed. We butchered that hog up. We used all the meat equipment. They instructed me, even something I had never done. We made sausage. And then we ate it. We also made some top loin. You believe that? Oh, WHOTEEWHO cooked some top loin with the instruction of some world-renowned chefs. It was an awesome experience. But if you never heard of Meat, go check them out. I'm sitting here looking at their website. It's meatyourmaker.com. They got a bunch of cool stuff on there. All their products, a bunch of recipes, everything you need to know about turning meat into stuff to eat. But let's get right into the video. We're going to jump right into it, starting off in the early morning. I'm up on a cliff, a bluff, overlooking a river, waiting for the hogs to come out. It's going to be awesome. Check it out. I'm hunting with my Weatherby Mark V Hunter in the 6.5 Weatherby RPM. You'll see in the footage, it did a fantastic job on that hog. Then we're going to get into some of the cleaning and the cooking part. But let's start off with the catching part. Check it out. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is day 2 of my Texas hunt. It's December of 2022. Last night I smoked a big old 5-year-old whitetail buck. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But on this trip, I'm also looking for hogs. So today we are chasing hogs, and I'm taking the 6.5 Weatherby RPM with me. That whitetail, it dropped him in his tracks. So if we get on some hogs, we're definitely going to drop one. Stay tuned. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. Hopefully we get on some hogs today. If you're seeing this video, that means we got on some hogs. So stay tuned. Check it out. It's about to be a whole lot of fun out here in Texas, chasing critters. Well, I took my eyes off that pig for 1 second, and he disappeared. We got plenty of camera light now. Went to go pop him, and he disappeared from us. Sitting here watching him for half an hour, waiting for enough light for the cameras to look good. That hog just up and disappeared on me. Alright guys, I just realized that hog didn't disappear. He's on the other side of that feeder. And I think a deer just came out. Where's that deer? A little buck. But that hog is behind the feeder. We need him to come out from behind there. How big is that buck? Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and take the shot on this hog here. Don't want to give him the chance to get away from us. Alright, that's about, I'm ballparking it at 150, so let's see if we can drop him here with this 6.5. he stood. Right where he stood. And that 6-pointer still standing there. There's that buck. He don't know what to think about it. There he goes. That 6.5 Weatherby RPM is no joke. Drop that hog right where he stood. Just to give you guys a little bit better view of where I'm at. This is the blind I was just sitting in. Now look behind me. There's the river. There's where that hog is laying. So you can see right here, I'm on a cliff. That's about a, shoot, I don't know, 50, 60, maybe 100-foot drop right off that cliff. So, pretty cool spot though. Right on the edge of this little river right here. But there's where the hog is, and that 6-point was right in there. Pretty cool. Some pretty open country. You can see a long ways down here. Lots of critters to be chasing, but we're gonna go down there and get that hog. Hadn't even been 5 minutes since I got that hog down, and another buck just came out. This one looks like a 8-pointer. Yeah, he's got 3 on each side there. There you have it, guys. This guy was there right at first light. We saw a couple bucks, but this 6.5 Weatherby RPM, hey, I'm a believer in it. Awesome hunting down here in Texas. Like I said, this Weatherby 6.5 RPM, it drops them. That's one thing to look at the numbers on paper. That's another thing to be out here in the field proving it and testing it out. But this round's awesome. This Mark 500 is awesome. Let me give you some close-ups of this hog here. He's got some teeth on him. Pretty neat coloring on him. But look at those teeth. And let me show you the blind. We're standing right where I dropped them. There's that blind up there on that cliff. Pretty cool. And those bucks were down in here. Awesome day out here. Alright, so I told you this was a catch, clean, cook video. So we got that hog on the ground. Pow! Flop. My whitetail I got on this trip did the exact same thing. Flop. Love that round. But after that, we went up to the skinning shed, met up with Chef, and he walked us through tons of stuff on how to butcher our hogs, how to butcher our deer. And then we just went at it. We had a bunch of equipment there for meat. We made some scrapple with the grinder. We made some burger. We made some sausage. What else did we do? We did so much stuff. He taught us about all the different cuts of meat. We used the knives from meat too. And then we just went at it. So I'm going to roll you in some of that footage from here. Processing those hogs and those deers out there on that trip. Had an absolute time. Learned a lot. Pretty cool stuff. Check it out.
So obviously there's a lot of fat on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it down here. Cut some of this fat.
All right. How am I doing?
Doing great. Number one, most people can't find the seam to cut through it. So then they start banging their knife. They break their knife. Or they go all the way through, they hit the bladder. Here's your back strap. And there you go, to the freezer, all ready to go. This comes off when it comes out of the freezer. How do we take it off when it comes out of the freezer?
So before you freeze it, you don't take any of the silver off?
I leave this on. If anything's going to get freezer burnt, this will. You know, especially if you freeze 2 of them together.
Gotcha. Hank over here injecting some brine.
Rub this boy down.
So is there a reason
We got
why
some
they gave y'all a
deer
business job?
and some hog right here. And right here we got Chef giving us a bunch of tips and tricks when it comes to using a grinder, a bunch of do's and a bunch of don'ts when you're using a grinder.
So these are just some preparations that we're going to make with some of the meat that we already cut up. So now we got a really beautiful blend on that scrap all. That's looking really nice.
Tyler, we're good.
Yeah, you got it really good.
Nice little blend of food.
Yeah, just keep going.
How you doing? Good. How are you, sir?
Okay.
Might have to get a sub and
So what I'm doing is I'm going to pack this just a little bit on the tight side.
Now we in the kitchen doing some cooking. Everybody's in here. I'm over here pretending like I know what I'm doing. That's Hank.
So that's getting there. This one here is getting there. But it's not
First course here tonight. So, you saw it there, guys. From field to table. Some of our buddies from Outdoor Solutions were there. Y'all check them out too. They have a program called Field to Table, which is exactly what we did in this video. Went out, got that hog, used all that meat processing equipment, and then we were in the kitchen cooking it ourselves. We had a couple of fantastic and awesome and humble chefs that were willing to take the time to answer all my goober questions and help me along the way. And let me tell you what, every single bit of that food was awesome. You know, sometimes I see some fancy pants stuff and I think, oh, I don't know about that. But I'm telling you, I cleaned my plate. There were 6 of us doing the course and using all the equipment and doing all the preparation and doing the cooking. So 6 of us, we got paired in twos. I was with my new buddy Hank, and we cooked that top loin, the main entree, the 3rd course. And I'm telling you what, I ate my plate clean from all 3 courses, and it was all amazing. A big shout out to my new buddies from Meat. Y'all be sure to check out their website, meetyourmaker.com. They have everything you could possibly need when it comes to preparing and processing all of your wild game. If you're like me, you get a lot of game, and hey, it can last you a long time, and I'm here to tell you it's a whole lot cheaper than you can find in the stores, especially these days. My goodness, I try to not even look at the grocery bill, but hey, meat stuff, it's awesome. You saw us using it all in the videos. Learned a whole lot on this trip. Had a blast smoking the critters, but also had a blast learning and soaking up all that information on all the different ways that you can use that processing equipment, whether it's the knives, how to use the knives, whether it's the grinder, how to use the dual grinder and the different plates so you can grind it fine in one hit, how to use the vacuum sealers, when to use the vacuum sealers, info about freezing, all that stuff. Literally, like I said, catching and cleaning and cooking, or as they called it there at Outdoor Solutions, from field to table. Learn so much. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. We got tons of videos coming on the way. Stay tuned. We got more coming from Meat. They're good folks over there. Had a blast hanging out with all them. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Check the links down below for a bunch of stuff you probably need to know about. Appreciate y'all. HOTEEWHO!